Pokemaniacs! Welcome back to the channel. Today, as you can see, we have two Twilight Masquerade booster bundles. Now, this will be the first time I've ever opened these booster bundles. As you may know, and if you do not, Twilight Masquerade has been around for quite a while. Probably at least a year, give or take. Not a super popular set when it did come out in the Scarlet and Violet era. As you know, we're in the Mega Evolution block, if you will, currently. And these were just released last Friday at GameStop, which is literally going to change its name to GameScalp. And we'll get to the whole BS with GameStop if you haven't already heard. It's getting ridiculous. Anywho. So I was debating whether or not to get these. As you may already know, GameStop, aka GameScalp, soon to be permanently called GameScalp. Booster bundles are more than MSRP. Now again, this is an older set. You're not going to find this, except for there have been ETBs in stores. ETBs go for $55 to $60. $60 at Walmart, $55 at Target, perhaps Best Buy. I don't really find much at Best Buy. So, granted, I've never seen these in a while. I said, you know what, hopefully we'll get lucky. There's one big card in Twilight Masquerade. There's a couple other cool cards, but this would probably be the last we actually buy and open Twilight Masquerade, unless all of a sudden product starts massively hitting the market at MSRP. Again, you're going to GameStop, you're paying more money than MSRP, but again, it's an older set, and you're kind of guaranteed to get product if you get there early enough. So, we've talked about GameStop before on the channel, but there's been some changes to my opinion based on what they are doing. So, let's see if we can get lucky today. And of course, I forgot my knife. But hopefully we can dig into these booster bundles without having to go and get it. So guys, let me know in the comments, did you go to GameStop this past Friday to pick these up? Again, Twilight Masquerade, not the most popular set. But again, it's not new. It's been around for quite a while, and eventually it will be out of print. So I said, you know what? We have opened a few Twilight Masquerade ETBs in the channel, and we haven't been super lucky. But I said, you know what? Since GameStop has these, and it was literally all they released last Friday, like that's literally all they had was Twilight Masquerade booster bundles. So I went there, I got there around 10, which was opening, and there was literally 5 people in line, which is very small for people to wait in line for product of Pokemon at GameStop on a Friday or Saturday. Because again, this is not a super popular set, but again, there is one big chase card. It's an older set. So I said, you know what? I'd like to try and see if I can get anything on an older set. It does have a valuable card in it. So first, booster bundle. Again, booster bundles have 6 packs. Again, you figure a pack should be around $5, $4.50 to $5, $5 being more common. 6 times 5 is 30, so it should retail around 30 or less, which I think the original price on Pokemon Center is like $26.99 maybe. So for stores that charge 30, they're already charging over MSRP, and GameScalp charges $39.99, $37.99 for Pro members. So yes, it's kind of a bad price for what you're getting. So again, I reasoned it out that again, it's an older set. You don't find this in the wild like at all, unless you want to spend $60 for an ETB. But we've already opened a handful of those, so you know, I don't want to spend $60 on 9 packs. I'll spend 40 on 6 packs. Again, not the best math in the world, not the best deal. But again, it's an older set. It does have the Greninja, which is an over $350+ card. You know, we just want to see if we can get lucky. So, all right, we got one of the Ogerpon EXs. So that's a hit. Again, it's an EX. It's worth $1 if that. Probably less at this point. So, but yeah, Twilight Masquerade, not the worst set. Not the best set by far. But again, in this crazy world that we're in, with Pokemon being such a hard thing to find, I knew there'd be product there. So again, I'm telling you how I feel, and some people might be laughing and not agree, but I don't think Twilight Masquerade is a bad set. There's also a really cool Eevee illustration rare in the set that is definitely a nice card if you can pull it. So it does have a couple of good cards in the set, and you gotta figure too, over time, the card should increase in value if you're looking at long term. Heck, if you just like the cards anyway. What does it matter what they're worth? You enjoy what you enjoy. You collect what you collect. And who's to judge? You know what I mean? You do. Oh, that's a cool card. You do what you feel is good for you. You know. But in this crazy market that we're in, stuff's getting more and more expensive in Pokemon. Oh, that is another cool card too. And you really got to look at what are you going to spend your money on. Woo! What do we get? A Dragapult EX Ultra Rare. Not the best card, but hey, it's a really cool card, so we got a nice hit. Nice hit, we'll take it. Dragapult EX Ultra Rare. Not what we're looking for, but it's better than a holo. It's better than an EX. But I don't think the Ultra Rares in this set are really worth a whole lot of money. So we're trying to cover all our bases. I like that card, it's a cool card, it's a good hit. I don't know the pull rates, but I'm pretty sure Ultra Rares are usually more than 1 in 6 packs. So we got an EX, we got an Ultra Rare, and we've got 3 packs left. So we could still pull something else, guys. So yeah, let me know if you went to GameStop and picked up some Twilight Masquerade. Some people did come in the store after the store had opened. Ooh, that's a pretty card. That's another good card. Alright, we got a holo. And, yeah, as far as GameStop goes, GameStop can suck it. GameStop is becoming a top scalper. If you guys haven't seen online the last few days, GameStop is raising their prices on all Pokemon products. I don't know if they're raising it on booster bundles. I think they're still $39.99. But ETBs are going up to $69.99. Now, if you guys don't know, ETBs should be around $55. Walmart charges $60. GameStop had been charging $60, I believe. Now they're going up to $70 for an ETB at GameScalp. Also, booster boxes, which, again, you don't see booster boxes at GameStop often. But when new sets come out, they will be one of the retailers that sells booster boxes. Booster boxes on Pokemon Center, when you get a drop of a new set, $161 and change. GameStop, I believe, the last couple of times has been selling booster boxes for basically like $199, something like that. About $200, $189.99, something like that. They're going to go up to $249, I believe, $250 for a booster box at GameStop. They MSRP at $161, $162, let's call it rounding up. So GameScalp is going to scalp about $80. Really, GameStop? You can't afford what you're already making in your profits. You want to scalp people that like Pokemon that are already struggling to find product in the market? I'm just about done with GameStop. Unless I could find something that is incredibly rare that I know I'll have trouble finding elsewhere. Even then, I don't want to support a company that is completely overpricing product and scalping ridiculous amounts. That's disgusting. I think they're raising the pack prices to $6 too, which, say what you want about booster boxes and ETBs. Like, ETBs are a pretty popular item and almost a staple for Pokemon collectors. Because you get a promo card, you get 9 packs, and to jack that up to $70, that should be a crime, yo. That's disgusting. Second booster bundle. It's terrible. You're gonna see a lot of creators online posting social media posts about GameStop. I mean, I want to know when the boycott is gonna hit for boycotting GameStop, because I'm all for boycotting GameStop if they're going to jack prices up even higher than they already did. GameStop already had the highest prices of retailers out there for Pokemon release, and they're going to jack it up even higher. So why aren't people calling for a protest? Okay. A Sinistcha. Yeah, we got another Ultra Rare. Pretty cool card. So yeah, that. I'm not happy about GameStop. GameStop is becoming GameScalp officially. They're going to change the name out front on stores. They're going to take the stop down and put the word scalp up, because that's what they've become. It's embarrassing. It's disgusting that a retailer would take advantage of the market with its customers, and already had been overcharging to begin with. You know, some people will defend a little bit of an upcharge, but now it's pricing people out more than it already has, and that's just terrible to see. And they should be ashamed of themselves running a business like that. It's terrible. So hopefully we need to get people together to unite and boycott GameStop. But here's the thing. Scalpers are not going to boycott GameStop, because scalpers turn product around like as soon as they get out the door. So no matter what GameStop charges, they're just going to charge more on the aftermarket, on the market, and they're still going to make up their money. So GameStop can go as high as they want. Scalpers don't care. Pretty much only scalpers are going to shop at GameStop, and it's disgusting. They could stop it easily. Tell customers, we're going to open up product for you. We're going to cut the plastic for you. Scalpers will be gone. There won't be any scalpers in GameStop. Get rid of most of them. If you open up, like a booster box, you open the plastic. Booster bundles, you open the plastic. If you want Pokemon, and you're not just scalping, yeah, you could argue people collect sealed product. Well, you know what? Then find it elsewhere. Honestly, it is what it is. Because the market today is disgusting, and it's only catering to the wealthy, to those that have money and turn product and make more money. It's totally perverted what this hobby is. Like, we like to sit here and open cards. And the fact that GameScalp is literally going to scalp even more, it's disgusting. And I wish people would figure out, like, do we boycott? Can we get, can everybody send messages to Pokemon Center, to Pokemon, to Nintendo, whatever the head company is? Pokemon of America, I don't know what it's called. And everybody just keep commenting that GameStop is scalping ridiculous, and you need to stop giving GameStop Pokemon product. Now, they may have signed a contract, but when that contract's up, don't renew it. Unless they guarantee they're going to sell it MSRP or very close to it within a percentage. Oh, we got a Greninja EX. Unfortunately, not the Greninja SIR. I don't have that EX in this set. We got one pack left, and again, it's probably going to be the last we ever open of Twilight Masquerade. Again, unless there's a huge reprint. Again, it's not my favorite set, but there are some good cards in it. And again, when you know there's going to be product at GameStop before they start scalping prices, which I believe starts this Saturday, there's going to be another re-release of Mega Evolution at GameStop, and that's when they start jacking the prices up. It's disgusting. Last pack, dud. So look, we didn't do too bad. I mean, from a value perspective, of course, we did bad. But literally no illustration rares, no SIRs, just 2 ultra rares and some EXs, so it could have been worse, but the ever elusive Eevee and Greninja are still out of our grasp. You could never see never. We may open the set again, but again, there's so many other sets with better cards that I like personally, that I like to chase after, that we'll have to see. There's a lot of good stuff coming down the next couple of weeks from Pokemon, between more Mega Evolution being in the wild, Phantasmal Flames is in a couple weeks, give or take. And, of course, we got Black Friday coming. A lot of retailers are going to have a lot of huge Pokemon deals. So start planning now, everybody. But, guys, thank you so much for watching and listening to me rant. I'm curious as to what you think about GameStop's price increases. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. Subscribe if you're new and you haven't. We've got plenty more videos to come. A lot for you to check out. Got some pretty cool openings. We've opened some really amazing things so far, and we've got plenty more coming. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your support, and we'll see you in the next one. Woo.